For those of you who haven't seen a Sophie scarf in the wild, here you go. Hi everybody, welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Kara. Today I'm talking about what I've been working on. Ye old standard knitting podcast today. It's been a minute since I've done one of these, so there's probably going to be stuff that I miss because I forgot that I made it. So I have a lot of things to get through as well, so I'm just gonna jump right in. I'm gonna start with something I literally finished last night, and that is the Poet Scarf by Sari Norland. I could say this was my first true lace project. I really enjoyed it. I would knit this again. I made the Poet Scarf holding together Amble by the Fabric Company, which is a merino alpaca nylon blend, and I held it with the Isayer silk mohair. It's so luxurious because one, it's alpaca, and two, Isayer has like the softest mohair I've ever touched. My second finished object is the Ingrid Slipover, which is a pattern by Petite Knit, and I knit this with Green Mountain Spinnery Music in the color Evergreen, I think, and it's this very subtle tweed. Did you know I like green? I'll put a picture of me wearing it right here. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I am really glad that it's over because I did not enjoy working with this yarn. I love the fabric that it made, but this yarn was really hard on my hands and I don't really know why. It felt like as I was working with it, it didn't have much elasticity, but the fabric does. I don't know. This yarn was just really hard on my hands and it took me a while to get through this project because I would like put it down and be like, oh, I don't want to pick it back up. So I don't like working with the yarn. So I'm really glad it's done. I love it. I wear it all the time. It's the perfect transitional season piece. I probably could have made one size smaller than I did. Don't remember which size I made. Just because it's definitely oversized. Like, look at the width of this thing. But I still love it. I would probably make it again. And if I did, I would go down a size. I did intend for it to be like a really oversized boxy vest fit, so it really honestly came out perfect. I love wearing this with a turtleneck under it. It's been really hard for me not to wear it every day. That's like my favorite outfit right now. So yeah, that's the Ingrid Slipover. I'm getting into shawls now. Is that the front side? No, this is the front side. Third finished object. I'm getting into shawls. They've been calling me. They've been whispering to me. So this is the first shawl. Well, not technically the first shawl I've ever made, but the first shawl that I would wear that I've ever made, that I have worn. And this is out of Juniper Moon Iridescence, which is a cotton silk blend. I had made something else out of this cotton. They also have a worsted weight 100% cotton. Oh, I made a Sophie hood with the worsted weight 100% cotton, which I forgot to grab, so I'll just put a picture of that here. I made it with 2 skeins so that it would purposely have the color fade the way that I have it. And so this is a silk blend but a DK weight, and this is the Age of Brass and Steam Kerchief by Orange Flower Yarn. And I just repeated the pattern until I finished the ball of yarn. So this is just 1 skein of it. Saw this colorway and I knew I had to make something with it. And so that's what I did. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. And this is surprisingly warm. Like, you usually don't think of warmth when you think about like knitting something with cotton. But I think just the way that this is spun, because it's kind of a blown in, sort of. Like, that's what it reminds me of. It's probably not actually a blown in yarn. It got a different texture than you picture a cotton yarn to have. And I think that's what makes it so warm. A full cotton sweater in this would be very cozy. That is the last finished object I have. Oh wait, there is one more. There is one more. I'm forgetting. I did make a shift. This is the Shift, which is a cowl by Andrea Mowry. This is the first one I made. Literally the same day that I finished this, I started a new one. This was a really fun knit. I'm literally knitting it again. I love this pattern. I just love it. That's it. The one that I am currently working on, that you'll see shortly, I'm gonna do my colors differently than the pattern calls for. So like this was knit to pattern, I'm gonna change up, I think it's section B or section 2, but this second section, I'm gonna do the colors a little bit differently. I did say that I wanted to make it, and so I did. I actually made a thing that I said I wanted to make at the beginning of the year, and I'm obsessed with it. I literally wore it like every day for 2 weeks. Can you hear that? My neighbor's rinsing out a bucket or something. Anyway, sorry if you can hear my neighbor rinsing out a bucket or something. They're spraying something out there. Yeah, so I wore this like every day for 2 weeks. After finishing it, everybody who was at the shop who saw me wearing this was obsessed with it. So I'm hosting a spring shifty knit along at our shop, Spry Whimsy, here in Stoughton. That starts on Tuesday, May 27th. Hopefully this video will be out before then. Anyways, if you're in the area, you should come hang out and knit a mosaic color work with us. And we're doing it not only the shift, you can do the night shift, or there's a hat version, there's even socks version. She's even got a whole sweater and a vest. Basically just any mosaic color work. I'm really excited. I love this pattern, and I love that other people are loving this pattern. I was gonna start a night shift for this knit along, but I haven't gotten very far on the second one that I started. Well, I got a lot further, and then I didn't like the colors, so then I ripped it back out to literally here, and replaced one of the colors. But I haven't really made much progress because I've been working on other stuff. So I probably don't even need to start another project for the knit along, even though I kind of want to. I do want to make one of these out of hand spun, but I don't have any plans for that yet. Some of the stuff I've been just randomly spinning up kind of goes together, but it also kind of doesn't. We'll see. Yeah, so that's my first whip that we're talking about. Okay, now we're talking about whips. This, I was hoping that this would be part of my finish objects section, but I decided to finish the poet scarf instead. This is the Margot top by Georgia Fibers, and I'm knitting this in Cumbria by Pasquale, which is a cotton nylon blend or cotton viscose blend. Mostly cotton though. And it's this really pretty like rib with a little bit of eyelet in it, and it's this like boat neck style that I thought looked really, really nice. Like it could be classy, but it could also be casual. So I just picked up for the first armhole earlier today. I'm really looking forward to having this done and being able to wear it, but it got cold again here in Wisconsin. Like we've had 50-degree weather this week, and I don't like that. It's kind of rude. I love this yarn. I don't know, cotton is kind of growing on me this year. I usually don't like cotton, but this one's silky enough. Like it doesn't feel really dry like your average cotton yarn. So this is almost done. I'll for sure be done with this by the end of May. I've got these socks that I've been working on since April. I haven't done an afterthought heel, so I decided I'm gonna try it on these for funsies. So I'm literally just gonna go until I have just enough left for heels. Or maybe I'll do like a color blocked heel. I wasn't planning on doing different color heels, toe, and cuff, as you can see. I was planning on doing the heel as I came to it, but then I didn't feel like doing that when it was time to do that. So then I was like, screw it, I'll try an afterthought heel. So yeah, socks. Oh look, another shawl. I haven't gotten very far. This is the Staff and Shawl by the Creabea. I'm doing it in 2 different colors. So originally this one was like super calling to me, like it was just so tropical and summery. And then I was like, what if we put these 2 together? So the red really pops. For a minute I was like, wait, is the construction of this gonna put the red where I want it to be? Do shawls go top down and bottom up? Or I don't know how to reference the construction, but it starts with like a garter tab, so then you're like working. So you're increasing to get the long edge and increasing. So it's this like triangular, you're starting here and working this way. So I want the red stripe to be like on the edge. This is probably not gonna be for me. I will probably gift it because these are not my colors, but I thought it would be really, really fun and I wanted to knit another shawl. So that's what I did. So this is my longest going whip. It's the Stripe Hype sweater by Veronica Lindberg. I haven't touched it since March. Bruh. Bound off the body and I haven't touched it since. I think I haven't been motivated to work on this because the color, I had like a vision of colors fading into each other like this way, but it kind of didn't turn out quite like that. I'm still gonna finish it because at this point it's like more done than not done. And if I end up not being like super in love with it or wearing it a lot, I can find somebody who will. When will I pick up the sleeves for this? Unsure. But at some point I will. I don't even remember when I started this. I feel like it could have been December. I may or may not have written it on Ravelry. Anyways, here's this lace shrug that I started this week. This is for a class I'm teaching. This is a wool and mulberry silk blend, and this is the Iris by Melody Hoffman. And I've literally done like 5 rows. Not even a full repeat of the lace work yet. So I gotta get cracking on that. That's all I have to say about this. Actually, for some reason, for this project, I didn't have to size down on my needles. I usually have to size down a full millimeter, but I swatched, and I need it to be on the needles, the pattern recommended, which like never happens. I don't know. That's weird. And I wanted to mention it. My latest cast on, a Sophie shawl probably, with some Barocco Mystico. This yarn kind of gives oil slick, and I'm kind of obsessed with that. So I'm just gonna go until I finish this ball and then do the decreases with the second ball. So this will be my very head empty project. I got these stitch markers at Alpaca Fest, the little rubber ducky, and wait. Cat. So yeah, I casted this on last night, immediately after finishing the polo scarf. So that's everything that's on the needles. Of course, I have more stuff I want to start. When will I start them? A little unsure, considering how big this pile of whips is, because I forgot about a couple of those projects. Oops. Besides the Shifty knit along that I don't have to start a new project on because I wasn't as far into that one as I thought I was. 5 other projects that I want to start. I don't remember what I said I wanted to make back in January, besides the Shift and the Ingrid. Plans change. I've never been good at sticking to my plans ever. I just do what feels right. Which is why I haven't posted a video in probably a while. Anyways, up next is the Maeve. That's by Carrie Bostwick Hogue. I'm making this out of Pasquale Cumbria in this lovely light beigey creamy color. This is a shawl for my sister that she requested. So that's next. And that's a really quick knit garter stitch sleeve to sleeve project. I know I'll crank that one out. Project number 2 that will happen, that I'll cast on in the next month, hopefully, probably, is going to be the Vinger vest by Irene Lynn. And I was inspired to make a bulky vest by this picture, which is a vest that James Chandler of James Makes Things on Instagram posted. And I was like, oh my god, I had to make that. We have a 128 Superwash hand paint that's similar. It's not a boucle, but we don't have a dark green to go with it yet. We also had this other hand paint that was like this gray with little bits of brown in there. I'm gonna do that, and then the collar with this gray, and probably do like a little I-cord edge to have a little pop of something in there. So I'm excited to start that. That'll crank out really fast because it's bulky weight. I don't do a lot of bulky weight projects. I think I've been really into DK this year, but bulky, I don't know. H&H did something to me. I've been really into the bulkies lately. They've been calling my name. So that's up next too. Also gonna make the Umbria Summer Top by Cookie the Knitter. I'm gonna use Knitting for Olive Pure Silk in, I don't remember the name of the color, and I know I have the yarn. It's in the mess of the craft room somewhere. But it's, you'll never guess, an olive green color. Wow. Who could have foreseen this? So that's the other summer top I'm gonna make. I don't think I made any summer tops last year. And then the final plan is to make the red plaid cowl by Andrea Mowry with only hand spun yarn. Last year I spun this amazing thing, and I have been looking for the perfect project for this, and the red plaid cowl, the rad plaid cowl, I don't know why it's hard for me to say, is the one. And so I also spun up some black and this dark gray so that this really pops on it. So I'm really excited for that. Oh, another thing I'm going to be working on this summer is a lot of sock heels and toes, because I'm developing a class based on this book, Sock Architecture by Laura Neal. I'm going to be doing a lecture on all the different types of heels and toes and how you can customize your socks. And then we're going to do a heel and toe of the month, along with little workshops for them after the fact. So I'm going to be doing a lot of heels and toes, prepping for that, which I'm excited about. Well, that's everything I got going on knitting wise. I'm always spinning. I recently figured out how I can spin and read at the same time. I'm pretty excited about that. And that I can watch subbed anime while I spin. Lots of great stuff happening here. If you stuck around till the end, thank you. I appreciate you. Hope you like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll see y'all in the next video that hopefully will not be in a month from now. Bye.